and you know, we do big things too. You know what I mean? Like we get the job done.
Taking their final steps at Roseville High School, students are filled with mixed emotions.
Excited to be graduating, but I'm also sad because we are such an amazing class, and I'm honored to be a part of it.
Throughout the 4 years of high school, memories were made that will last a lifetime.
Few moments in my high school. The Wood Creek basketball game, the powder.
Hello and welcome to a TigerCast News Special Report, Roseville High School Graduation 2014. I'm Maddie Pilgrim.
And I'm Nick Trezza.
Today's TigerCast presentation of the 2014 commencement ceremonies is sponsored by William Jessup University, now celebrating its 75th year anniversary and 10 years in beautiful Placer County. William Jessup University, transforming tomorrow, today. Find out more at jessup.edu.
We're coming to you from Hanson Field at Roseville High School, where the ceremonies are set to start in about 15 minutes.
The act of vandalism that occurred just yesterday on Hanson Field proved to be a tragic situation that brought our community together.
How quickly our administration acted to secure a stage and repair the field was very impressive.
We'll take a look at the crowd of family and friends who have come out to support the graduating class. In addition to those in the bleachers and on the field, many are watching from a live stream in the Patty Baker Theater.
Today is a special day for students to reflect back on the past 4 years, as well as an opportunity to anticipate what comes next. Here's Jacob Darby with a look back at the class of 2014.
The class of 2014. A class of athletes, outstanding citizens, and scholars. Over the past 4 years, seniors at Roseville High School have spent over 4,000 hours in the classroom preparing for the next step of their lives, but now have to transition into the real world.
I don't think you'll ever be fully prepared for the real world. I feel like I've been you're almost kind of sheltered because you're still living at home with your parents and they're still taking care of you. It's not going to hit me. I'm not going to be ready until I'm actually out living in the real world.
Despite the apprehension, students still feel like their time spent at Roseville was beneficial to their future.
That I feel like I matured a lot more over the years and I've become more responsible as a person.
Athletics was a huge part in the high school experience of many seniors. Some students will be taking their passion for their sport to the next level.
I'm so excited. I've always been so proud to play for Roseville, especially to play golf for Roseville. So to take it to the college level is going to be such a great experience.
Seniors say that their time at Roseville was more than just learning from a book, but rather an experience that was worth the 4 years of hard work and dedication.
The memories that I've made with the class of 2014 will last a lifetime. I'm definitely sad to leave Roseville, but I'm excited to start the next chapter.
There's no doubt the class of 2014 has left a mark on Roseville High School that will last forever. The class of 2014 has had huge success in the way of college acceptance, with graduates headed from colleges to Stanford, to Princeton, and even the Naval Academy. Other notable acceptances include UCLA, Wellesee, Brown, and George Washington University. Sac State and Sierra College were also popular among students who wanted to remain close to home.
It's incredible. We have rarely had this many big-name colleges from one class.
2 students have been named valedictorians this year. Bianca Sadi and Emma Carlson will both give speeches later today. Both are graduating with a 4.52 GPA. These 2 have each taken over 10 AP classes and have been involved in activities outside of school. Bianca will be going to UC Davis and Emma will be attending the U.S. Naval Academy.
Well, it included a lot of dedication to academics, of course, because it is based off of GPA. But then I also made a conscious effort to go beyond that.
Stephen Morin is this year's salutatorian. He will be attending Princeton University and has accomplished a lot in his 4 years at Roseville High School, including becoming the only RHS student to ever be a finalist in the National Academic Merit Competition.
Here's another live look at the crowd gathered here today.
Brad Basham is expected to make a very memorable speech to wrap up his last year at Roseville High School. He will likely talk about the success of the class 2014, including the outstanding grades and high percentage of students who participated in extracurricular activities. He has often praised the sense of community displayed within the class of 2014 and has noted them as one of the best to go through Roseville High School. Here's another look at the crowd.
Looks like we're going to have great weather for the ceremonies tonight. Today's TigerCast presentation of the 2014 commencement ceremonies is sponsored by William Jessup University, now celebrating its 75th year anniversary and 10 years in beautiful Placer County. William Jessup University, transforming tomorrow, today. Find out more at jessup.edu.
The ceremonies are just moments away. We will broadcast the entire graduation live here on eyeofthetigernews.com. Just stay tuned.
And if you want to remember this day forever, you can still buy a DVD of the ceremonies. Just go to the school website at rosevilletigers.org.
Thank you so much for watching this TigerCast special report. The graduation starts in just a few moments.
family, friends, faculty, and distinguished guests, please stand and join the graduating class of 2014 in the Pledge of Allegiance. The Pledge of Allegiance, President Connor O'Brien and Student Body President Mackenzie Priley. And please remain standing for the national anthem, which will be performed by the Roseville High School Band under the direction of Roseville High School Music.
Ready?
Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and the graduates of the class of 2014, please be seated. We've been practicing that all day. Welcome to Roseville High School and tonight's graduation ceremony, honoring the class of 2000. Tonight, our distinguished guests include former Roseville High School principal and current assistant superintendent, Mr. John Montgomery, as well as two high school board of trustees, Vice President, Mrs. Linda Park, and trustee, Mr. Rene Aguilara. Tonight's graduates are Roseville High School teachers, Mrs. Dana Dooley, Mr. Bradley Hunkins, Mr. Tyson Matanis, Mr. Brad Wren. Graduates, I wonder what you will remember when someone mentions Roseville Come. Will it be the centennial celebration that we held last year during your junior year? Will it be our motto, once a tiger, always a tiger? Maybe it's the RO cheer. Yeah. RO. Perhaps it's a sea of orange and black in the stands at Hanson Field on a chilly October. Faces gathered in the Tiger Cage, cheering loudly for a football team as they charged onto the field, running through a cloud of smoke and waving the big orange flag. Will it be Mr. Field performing Pat Benatar's Hit Me With Your Best Shot at the transition rally? Or maybe it's Jacob Darby, Mitch Skellinger, and Zach Alexander's Imagine Dragons. How about this year's Spirited Lip Dub, which so clearly illustrated the incredible unity and spirit that defines the students of Roseville High School? As being the first RHS female golfer to compete at the state tournament. Or Colton Miller receiving a dozen Division I offers, choosing to play football for the UCLA Bruins. Lindsay Anderson earned 9 varsity letter nominations as a 4-year, 3-sport athlete. I believe she should be named Sacramento Bee's Female High School Athlete of the Year. Maybe it's Jonathan Lopez and Richard Finnicle and Jamie Lee and more school records with their respective 4x400 relay teams. In fact, they have to leave here early tonight so that they can get down to the track and field championships being held at Elk Grove this evening. We wish you the best of luck. Then there's Taylor Brewster McDowell, Emily Danielle Crockett, Justine Gardner, Summer Muir, Mackenzie Priley, Brittany Witten, and the rest of the Lady Tigers who brought home this year's Sierra Foothill League softball title. How about witnessing the growth of an award-winning program? Eye of the Tiger News became a reality because one young man was brave enough to share. Thank you, Daniel. Who could forget the first ever Roseville versus Wood Creek faculty basketball game? A Jim and Timberwolves who thankfully left their baby powder at home, rooting on their favorite teachers. Thanks to Caitlin Full for the Me One Cancer Foundation. Maybe it's this moment, right here, right now. You graduate the 102nd class to walk across the stage, and you will forever be Roseville Tigers. Together you have faced many challenges, and Martin Luther King Jr. once wrote that the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in controversy. Early Thursday morning, arson struck, burning parts of Hanson Field and your graduation. The Roseville community rallied around you, and an outpouring of support came from local businesses, neighboring schools, churches, and the city of Roseville. By the end of the day, Hanson Field was clean, new turf had been laid, and a new stage assembled. All for you, the class of 2014. Many of those who offered to help are Roseville High School alumni, solidifying the idea that Tiger. The day before the fire, the world lost renowned author and poet, Maya Angelou. She sent me the following quote that I believe is very fitting. If God put the rainbows right in the clouds themselves, each one of us, in the direst and dullest moments, can see a possibility of hope. Each one of us has the chance to be a rainbow in somebody's cloud. Yesterday, the way with one voice and one heart, we saw exactly what Maya Angelou was speaking about. Yesterday exemplified what it looks like when we become God. American poet Walt Whitman recognized the tragedies and turmoil, the ups and downs that we face. But be it the loss of a loved one, the senseless rampage on the streets near a college campus, or the burning of a graduation, that you control the essence of your existence. I'd like to share Whitman's poem entitled, "Oh Me, Oh Life." Many of you may recognize it to his class in the Dead Poets Society, or more recently, in an Apple computer commercial. O me, O life, of the questions of these recurring, of the endless trains of the faithless with the foolish, of myself forever reproaching myself, for who more foolish than I, of eyes that vainly crave the light, of the objects mean, of the struggle ever renewed, of the poor plotting and sordid crowds I see around me, of the empty and useless years of the rest with the rest me intertwined. O me, so sad, recurring, what good amid these, O me, O life? And you are here, that life exists and identity, that the powerful play goes on, and then a verse, that the powerful play goes on, and that you may contribute a verse. I believe that each of you is special. Each of you has a remarkable story of achievement, personal sacrifice, each ready to contribute a verse. For example, in 4th grade, Mitchell Skellinger was diagnosed with diabetes. On his health and his ability to live the life he was accustomed to. He learned how to manage his diabetes, including the use of an insulin pump. Special is his willingness to reach out and help others. When he learned of other students struggling with a recent diagnosis of diabetes, sitting with them, sharing his experiences, his coping strategies, and his wisdom. Mitchell's verse, helping others realize they are not defined by disease, but instead by their choices. A talented musician, athlete, and peer helper, Mitchell's GPA, and is UC Berkeley bound in the fall. Fernando Vargas arrived at Roseville High School during the second half of his sophomore year from Zacapa, Guatemala. Siblings and support systems in Guatemala in hopes of learning English and having more educational opportunities. They're home, and they played a big role in his smooth transition to the United States. Diego is a hard worker, always putting his very best effort into us. He's advanced quickly, earning a 3.25 GPA, passing the California High School exit exam after only one, and was reclassified as a fluent English speaker, exiting our English language development program in January of this year. A fantastic sense of humor and a kind heart. Throughout the spring semester, he continued to drop by the ELD classroom to share his words. Diego's verse, returning to Guatemala next week, where he will assist his father with the family business of equipment for Guatemalan miners. Molly joined us in April of 2013 after transferring from a school in Texas. During the most recent economic downturn, becoming homeless, moving from hotel to hotel. She has never had her own room on several occasions. She helps care for her younger siblings, and she works over 30 hours a week to help her family meet ends. I've led the average teenager to drop out, but Molly's strong will and determination will not let this happen. She's determined to succeed in school. Every day she came to school with a sunny disposition and a can-do attitude. She invested in maintaining a 3.0 plus GPA, taking challenging courses, including advanced placement classes. At Sierra College in the fall. Her verse, she wants to become a teacher. In 2007, Puya Ganjali's family left everything behind in Tehran, Iran. States and pursue better opportunities. Settling in Roseville, Puya enrolled in his first U.S. school in March of his know a single word of English and was placed in a beginning level English language development class. Puya learning English would be difficult and time consuming, but with hard work and dedication he could succeed. Puya shared and begin their life all over again, then I could do the same. Puya quickly picked up on the English language, and by 3.5 years after entering the United States, Puya was reclassified as a fluent English speaker and exited the English language development. Taken numerous honors and advanced placement courses, earning a 4.33 GPA during his tenure at Roseville High School. Excel academically, especially in AP classes, says a lot about his dedication and determination. His voice, Puya, will be attending UC Berkeley in the fall, majoring in molecular and cellular biology with a long-term goal of becoming Roseville High School is a shy student. Quiet, trying to fly under the radar, and never drawing attention to himself. And though he had potential, he wasn't sure what he wanted to do. Encouraged to join our AVID program, Richard successfully CSU A to G recommended course of study, took AP classes, successfully passed 4 years of math, and will be in the fall. Richard also loves music, and he had to sacrifice participating and performing in our guitar program for it he needed in AVID. Richard, at this time, I'd like you to come forward. I'd like your classmates.
Hello. Still on? You hear this okay? Yes? Right then. Well, this song is a very good song in my opinion. It's a song by the Beatles. Blackbird sing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All night, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Black night, take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this moment. Blackbird fly, black fly, into the light of a dark black night. Bird fly, blackbird, into the light of a dark black night. Of night, take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for the skies. Blackbird fly, black fly, into the light of a dark black night.
Thank you, Richard. I can go on for hours talking about the many challenges that you have faced and the persistence you have shown during your 4 years, whether balancing the rigors of high school athletics with the pressures associated with college prep academics, commitments for dancing feet, spring musical, guitar show, or marching band. Sometimes balancing 3 government activities, community service hours, or simply finding the time to sleep. Class of 2000 spirited and hard-working classes to have ever graced these halls, and we will miss you. I'm also very proud to say that you excelled in the classroom. The class of 2014 advanced placement classes. Over half of you, 55%, have taken at least one AP class while attending. 2% of you took multiple AP classes, and believe it or not, one of your peers took 16. Only 46% of the class in 2010 completed the UC-CSU recommended course study. 70% of the graduates sitting on Hansen Field tonight are UC leaders. This is an outstanding achievement and ranks the class of 2000 of the top in the region. In addition, the average cumulative weighted GPA for the class of 2000.20. Family and guests. Tonight's graduates will be attending communities such as Sierra College, Sacramento City College, American River College, and Heald College. They will be attending Chico State, San Jose State, San Diego State, Humboldt State, Sonoma State, San Francisco, Monterey Bay, CSU Long Beach, Cal Poly Pomona, and Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Attending UC Merced, UC Irvine, UC Santa Cruz, UC San Diego, UC Davis, UCLA, and UC Berkeley. Some will be leaving Arizona State University, BYU, Southern Oregon University, Penn State University, Brown University, George Washington University, University of Nevada, Reno, University of Oregon, University of Utah, University of Alabama, University of Arizona, Springfield College, Princeton, and the United States U.S. Naval Academy. We have graduates from the class of 2014 who will be attending William J. Holy Names, Point Loma, Marymount, Occidental, Scripps College, San Diego, USC, and Stanford. And there are several who have proudly joined the United States Coast Guard, Army, Air Force, Navy, and Marine. Who can forget the swearing in of Spencer Hammond, Colin McAfee, Alonzo Edwards, Carson Earl, Ashley Cotto, Darian Foreman-Worst, and Joshua Tran at the transition rally. I want to personally thank you for Abraham Lincoln once wrote, "Whatever you are, be a good one." Class of 2000, good one. You were a great one. You will go down as one of the most successful classes. Thank you, graduates, the class of 2000, and my privilege to serve as your principal. And I look forward to hearing your verse. Graduates who have earned a seal of biliteracy to stand and remain standing when I call your name. Philip Alenius, Haley Barnes, Justin Clyde Bell, Michaela Borchin, Madison Bootkoff, Emma Carlson, Samantha Devlin, Kylie Frost, Caitlin Garcia, Haley Hurd, Nicole Lacosco, Selena Lunsford, Gabrielle Little, Stephen Morin, Leslie Pease, Haley Rode, David Rivas, Bianca Anthony Sanchez, Mitchell Skellinger, Yayun Sa, Marie Tellez Pantoya, Elizabeth Virgie Velasquez, and Hannah Zaria. Congratulations, seal of fine literacy. Thank you. Recipients of the California Scholarship Seal Bearer Distinction. Founded California Scholarship Federation is the oldest scholarship institution in the state of California. It's based on scholarship and is gained after qualifying grades are earned each semester. Recipients earn the CSF Gold Seal on their diplomas and transcripts and the privilege of education. This year I'm pleased to recognize 37 students with CSF Seal Bearer status. Remain standing as I call your name. Lindsay Anderson, Megan Blum, Aaliyah Bolton, Caitlin Chan, Justin Corville, Hannah Erb, Kylie Frost, Galverio, Tapasia, Caitlin Healy, Megan Julin, Christina Leone, Selena Lunsford, Gabrielle Little, Maya Menifee, Danielle Nakamoto, Mina O, Jennifer, Leslie Pease, Alexandra Petrarca, Caitlin B. Pickard, Matthew Rosano, Mitchell Scala, Jenna Stafford, Janelle Stepper, Kayla Stona Vicente, Daniel Wetter, Brandon Yee, and Hannah, our CSF Seal Bearer recipients. Now it is my pleasure to introduce tonight's commencement speakers, Stephen Morin, followed by our co-valedictorians, Bianca Sadi,
I didn't realize I could draw such a large crowd. Welcome, fellow graduates and family, faculty, distinguished guests, I see you. This is an unprecedented moment for us, and on this field we, as the class of 2014, many experts are calling the best class in Roseville history, and by experts I mean me. Publicity, so follow me on Twitter at Your Majesty. About a month ago, Salutatorian, so I was given what was deemed a worthy reward, an extra homework assignment, and the chance to I'm not really sure what qualifies me to stand here before you and sum up our high school year. I have worked hard in my classes to get a few A's, but I don't have the talent life experience many of you have had. And although my experience is limited, I may be able to offer a different perspective. I'd like to congratulate you all on your hard work. This ceremony has been a long time coming, and for many of you, defied the odds of your circumstances. This is probably the only evening is actually a sign of success, and you guys look fantastic. I'm going to reflect on what got us here. I'm going to avoid the cliche trend of journeying through each year of high school, describing the new things we encountered in each. I don't know about you guys, but I don't remember anything that happened freshman. Without a doubt, though, we have had some fantastic times at the high school on the hill. We saw Wilkie Shane the creatively to show school pride at a basketball game led to its relocation to our campus. The football team brought home the last SFL banner Roseville will hang up. I'm showing to the world what it means to be a Tiger. Daniel Wetter created a new media productions class. As Richard Finnicle, Morgan Simpson, Jamie Lee, and Anthony Sanchez helped set new track and field records. He participated in Poetry Out Loud contests and plays the harp. This is just a small part of our school, and we should be proud of all our accomplishments. Together we are more lyrical scholars than that. It's a common trend I've seen on social media and in conversations like, when am I ever going to use the Pythagorean theorem? I don't want to get into a lengthy argument about the versus learning for vocational practicality, but I do have this to say. It isn't immediately evident how we can use it in the real world, but the skills we develop will prepare us for a variety of careers in our future lives. Attempting to figure out biology class helps us develop analytical and problem-solving skills, and we wind up but likewise there are valuable skills to be gained. For example, studying historical documents, shades of gray there are. Very rarely are things ever clear-cut, and subtlety is necessary in falling into our own set of biases. This is just one important trait of analysis in subjects far outside of just the study of history itself. This is why you may see English majors in medicine. Let's not forget the valuable tools we now carry out because of the classes we've taken at Roseville. That school has prepared us in other ways outside of academia, especially with social interaction. Challenging personalities will help us cope with our bosses and their careers, of course. High school for arming us with the tools we need to succeed. That aside, and while I'm up, I'd like to give a few shout-outs. Thank you to all the teachers and family members who made a difference in my life. Your role is truly underappreciated. And to my good friends, you guys have touched my life in so many ways. Some of you were a little too touchy, looking at you, Grayson. Also, shout out to anyone who has ever lent me a pencil throughout my 4 years here. I'd like to close with an unrelated quote, because is there any easier way to find those words? As one of the most inspirational and intelligent men of modern times said, "You can't climb the ladder of success with your hands in your pockets. So fellow careers anymore." Thank you and good luck, class of 2014. Stay classy. It has been real.
Many of you don't know who I am. As much as I could without getting into all the drama that high school can be associated. I tried my best student, but I've learned that that doesn't get you popular in the dynamics of high school. I know I missed out on a lot of dances, parties. I'm happy with what I did during those times. If not missing school for 12 years, I can't wait to not miss any days of college. Still, I've gotten to the minds of our current generation, right here in this great school of ours. This year's graduating class are such an impressive feat and a testament to those who shaped our attitudes and behavior. We were all so competitive with active positions throughout these 4 years. Emma, Stephen, and I worked every day. Who knew that 1/1000th of a point would put me up? Grandmother that I was going to be a computer engineer, she said, "Di ba?" which translates to, "Isn't that for boys?" She wasn't trying to be sexy in a place where most females wanted to be nurses or teachers. My laugh because I sometimes forget about our generation gap. When I chose what gender roles didn't even cross my mind. I was thinking, how can my our society in the future? I laughed at my grandmother's comment because, and her words just made me want to not necessarily prove to her the world we live in today has changed. The future, heal the sick, develop new technologies, or serve our country as we want to improve our current situations. And we will do it not for the income. Our parents and teachers have helped us prepare for adulthood, but now it is up to us to make their efforts worth all those years of nagging. Many of us are leaving for another city, and some of us another state. More unforgettable experiences as the years goes on. And hopefully this great school does not forget us in return. Before I move, I would personally like to thank my counselor, Mr. Jason Bradley. You've made these last 4 years easier, and you've endeavors once I leave this field. I'm sad to leave such a great mentor. I wish you could continue to guide me throughout college. I wish I could think I have made a significant impact on my life, but that would be an extensive list. In life have helped shape each and every senior's interests and goals. My parents and my brother, who have pushed me to the very edges of my limits, fully capable, and taught me that average is unacceptable greatness. You guide my moral compass, and I know what I think you would decide for me. We left most of our family behind, and it's sad that many of them could not make it to graduation, along all of our relatives and friends. So I want to dedicate all of our future successes for you. The love of a family lives on forever. There, when you want to be with another person, and sometimes you may not even notice them. They're always there for you. And finally, to address the incident that happened, though our field was burned, our spirits can withstand any weather. Now, on a much happier note, we've been talking about graduation for years and counting for this great day. and now it's finally here. We will be done with high school. Can't wait to begin our steps to adulthood together. All we have to say
to Roseville High School administration, staff, family, and friends. The class of 2014. Look out there. Turn to your fellow graduates, to your dad, your favorite teacher, your friends sitting across. Can you feel the love? It is packed full of people who have watched you from your beginning monumental first steps, your days of Teletubbies and Ninja Turtles, your nights of wetting the bed and remaining terrified of the dark. They stood beside you, camera in hand, as you advanced through those sweet, innocent days of absorbing. Some may have been there as you entered the door, embarking on a journey of discovery, initiating the first form of separation. At this moment of separation, made those prior times precious, their love so increasingly unconditional. But, unfortunately, the reality of this time was not so sweet. It was scarred by the 2001, shredding our feelings of certainty to our kindergarten year. How could those who loved us so, most of whom are sitting here today, explain? Scotch and show and tell, understand. Explain. Love from these people here tonight, moving forward even in the darkest realities, in tables, driving you to rehearsals, dealing with your teenage hormones days after birthdays, dances, proms, and now here in the celebration of your graduation from high school. Thank you, parents, teachers. We thank you for those moments of love and those hands of security. Now you sit. Is she really going to talk about love? The girl who had a high school romance. And when I say little to none, the girl who faced the cutthroat battle, scores, and extracurriculars. What about success? Winners. But really, is that all there is? I would tell you and give you the advice to graduate from college so that you could get a good house, a nice house, but once you get beyond this success, without love, act, void of feeling, of depth, awkward, hormonal type we all experienced at every high school dance. It is the love anchored in hope. We live for something greater than ourselves. Loving and fighting for dignity. Classmates, I ask that you will achieve and obtain this love. Make decisions that will get you places that leave you evaluating your success, not based on likes, retweets, or favorites, but rather that spread the love you feel here tonight. Future generations, developing, advancing, entertaining, and serving society, growing challenges of an age of technology and Mother Teresa once told a story that cleared the concept of love. She said at the Nobel Peace in 1979, I went there, a home for, and I saw in that home they had everything, beautiful, everybody was looking toward the door. And I did not see a smile on their face. I turned to the sister, what is that? How is it that these people who have everything are looking toward the door? Why are they not smiling? They are expecting. They are hoping that us to visit them. They are hurt because they are forgotten. Mother Teresa then explains in her speech, this is where love comes. I believe we are not really. We may be doing social work in the eyes of the people, but relatives in the heart of the world. We don't need bombs and guns. to destroy or bring peace. Love one another. Bring that peace with each other, and we will overcome all. Mother Teresa's words are as true today as 79. They were alive on 9/11, frantically dialed the phone numbers of family members. As our guardians looked into our eyes of youth, this violent age left for our future generation, correct injustice and ensure love. Alive now, calling us to be what our world contemplatives in the heart of the world. You are a star athlete, prom queen, or even top. That doesn't matter. It matters that you share this love to share. Class of 2014. Best Roseville High School has seen walk the stage. I am so grateful for the opportunity to be here with you tonight, and for when I remind you that you are loved. Continue to love it. I love you.
Mrs. Park, I before you has successfully completed all of the requirements of the state of California, as well as those established by the Roseville Joint Union High School District. I present them awarding of diplomas of graduation.
And audience, on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Roseville District, I accept the members of the class of Roseville High School.
Emma Carlson.
Bianca. Jonathan Lopez.
Lee.
Javier Izara.
Richard Finnicle.
Morgan Simpson.
Heather Agan. Steve
Aguayo. Jewel.
Sydney.
Zara.
Jose Ariano Garcia.
Angela.
Clarissa Alvarez.
Frederick.
Brett Barrios.
Lindsay Anderson.
Mariah Annis.
Jordan Bayless.
John Christopher Bayan.
Callie Aston.
Lucia Avalon.
Hyde Bell.
Dominic Balon.
Neetu Badwal.
Beta Ball.
Trevor Borschatz.
Jack Bistritz.
Haley Barnes.
Benning. Dylan
Corey Berg.
No, they're going first. Bucher, right? Damanpreet Patel.
Joseph Bucher.
Nicholas Brown.
Go ahead.
Caitlin Bird.
Blom.
Bertram Elton.
Ready?
Blum. Callahan. Sheree Bull.
Michaela Borchin.
Michael Carmody.
Jesus Camacho.
Solana Bravo.
Taylor Brewster McDowell.
Justin Caceres.
Isaac Carroll.
Brummett.
Bukoff. Daniel
Madison Butkoff.
Presley Butler.
Full name?
Christopher Chitwood.
Chappelle.
Texas Buxton.
Molly Buxton.
Hannah Kane.
Johnny Clark.
Justin Choi.
Carrie Carmina.
Nishay Carter.
Claros.
Caceres.
Caitlin
Coachy, right? Kudo.
Joseph.
Luca Konash.
Abby Chanko.
Katie Chanko.
John Crawford.
John Cowan.
Samantha Cheek.
Kira Clifton.
Renz
Jacob Darby.
Alana Connor.
Ann Cookson.
Del Seco Funk.
Rosario.
Kira Cornicoli.
Tatiana Cortina Hill.
Cimarron Dada.
Dinaga.
Ashley Cotto.
Bill.
Daniel Donat. Danielle Crockett. Kyle
Jordan Dossie.
Cassidy Cuff.
Vanessa Cunningham.
Christian
Ian Drehobel.
Kendra Curley.
Out. Chris Dunlap.
Simone Davis.
Courtney Davis.
Kyle Elrod.
Alonzo Edwards.
Mackenzie Deere.
Lucia Delgado.
David Estrada.
Josh Erickson.
Devlin. Robert Ferry.
Jacob Evans.
Kosher.
Jonathan.
Paula
Nadia Espino.
Eric Ganzik.
Puya Ganjali.
Natalia Espino.
Java Espinosa.
Gomez Vigil.
Glenn.
Evans.
Farahani.
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Kins.
Sarah. Lorio.
Guzalak.
Guzman.
Foley.
Frost.
Hill.
Alan Abal Abseti.
Galliette.
Angelica Ganoza.
Christian Haynes.
Basil Habib.
Caitlin Garcia. Helwick. Michaela Garcia.
Justine Gardner.
Ismael Hernandez.
Israel Heredia.
Kathleen Galvin.
Jennifer
Malik Hilliard.
Neil Percy.
Courtney Gomes.
Agnes Goodwill.
Brandon Hollinger.
Christopher Hines.
Chastity Guerrero Garcia.
Tapasia
Isaac Jenkins.
Noah Honeycutt.
Michaela Gutierrez.
Caitlin Healy.
Eric Juarez.
Bailey Jensen.
Madison Hamilton.
Peyton Kane.
Elijah Keaton.
Isaiah Juarez.
Sierra Harper.
Gutierrez.
Brandon Kerr.
Alexander Kelly.
Becca.
Sierra.
Jordan.
Takin Kasra.
Hill.
Holguin.
Asia Kukuriak.
Tanner Kraft.
Marissa House.
Haley.
Nicholas Lassison.
Jordan Kanashik. Haley.
Alexander.
Grayson.
McKenna Jan.
Casey John.
Alfonso Los.
Gabriel.
Jeanette.
Megan.
Morris.
Naples.
Kaylee Justice.
Marissa Kellogg.
Logan Marquez.
Jonathan
China King.
Evelina Colin McAnally.
Rachel Kistler.
Dokuntia Croy.
Saul Mendoza.
Jonathan
Emily Krieger.
Valentina Cooper.
Colton Miller.
Thomas Mill.
Rachel Lang.
Michelle LaPlante.
Murray Lazo.
Lemos.
Daniel Nakamoto.
Ryan Mollart.
Christine.
Monica Linsagan.
Burdick. Little.
Corey.
Nuno.
Bechtel.
Osa. O'Rourke.
Sir Olivier.
Tatiana Lupko.
Landra Lucero.
Kyle Panjanavan.
Down.
Taylor Ludwig.
Nicole Lukaska.
Eli Payne.
Eric Parsons.
Monique Lunar.
Selena Lunsford.
Ponce.
Phillips.
Gabrielle Little.
Madison Maka.
Claudia.
Mona Lisa Magsake.
Hugh Rosano. Mylikina.
Sal Marzan. Riley.
Janice Mascarinas.
Brooke McCrary.
Esker
David
D. Taylor Morgan. Romero Lopez.
Andrew Robles Laura.
Emily
McMillan.
Runner.
Omar
Elizabeth
Menifee.
Sagely.
David Rushton.
Courtney Mendoza.
Salma Samsel.
Ina Morales.
Summer Muir.
Mitchell Hughes.
Murphy.
Constantino Sedaris. Leon Skinner.
Simmons.
Celine
Mina Seavey.
Calais
Olson.
Connor Soul.
Timothy Smith.
Marissa
Jen
Stoffer.
Adam Starr.
Michaela Rain. Evan Stepper.
Brandon.
Leslie P.
Amanda Peralta.
Parks.
Aaron Suspola.
Alexa Pereira.
Rebecca Peterson.
Tiger Thompson. Alexandra Petrarca.
Caitlin Fluger.
Nicholas. A.B. Pickard.
Alexa Pearson.
Tron.
Austin.
Anna Lee Poretta.
Melissa Provenci.
Kevin.
Brian.
Ella Ramos.
Annalise Rank. Valdez.
Kimberly Raz.
Abriana.
Evan Valenta.
Michael Valente.
Yes.
Rosalinda Reyna.
Mauricio Villalba.
Diego Vargas.
Lee Road.
Stephanie.
James Wan.
Justino.
Roland.
Wait.
Ryan Watson.
Diana.
Brittany. Matthew West.
Janet.
Monique.
Melody Santa Cruz.
Randy Schmidt.
Marguerite.
Sydney Shepard. Angela Stephanie. Nikia Southworth. Jenna Spencer. Janelle. Marissa K. Steininger. Joyce Stores. Swanson. Emily Yelena Tripp. Maria Torres. Sabrina Mendez. Toronto. Valdez.
Danielle Buell.
Sid. Ellis. Vicente.
Gabrielle.
Jessica.
Sandra Villanueva.
Tina Waziri.
Courtney Walker.
Me Witten.
Michaela Youngblood.
Milana Wasleben. Borough.
Anna Williams.
O'Brien.
Hannah Zar. Ann Mills. And
now, graduates, please stand up.
let us turn our tassels.